So if you're coming back from Spain at the end of November, it's a little bit easier now. What you need is your confirmation of vaccination and your passenger locator form. And your passenger locator form will have a reference on it for the 2-day test. That looks like that you will have bought in advance. And my recommendation is that buy that straight away, okay? So if you're going for a week, then buy it before you even go. You need the reference from this costs 20 quid. Well, that's the price of it. It probably costs about £1 to make, okay? You need the reference from that to go into the passenger locator form. Passenger locator form seemed to be a bit easier to fill in second time around. It looks like they've made some edits to it, which just makes it flow. Instead of it being like 5 pages, it's 4 pages or something like that. What I saw was you need your vaccination record and your passenger locator form at check-in, and there were people struggling with that because it was on their phone and they didn't know where it was, and the check-in people were getting a little bit frustrated and people were getting a little bit anxious about it. If you can, print it out and just have it in and just stick it there and put it to them. The paper copy, all that you need is that first page with the QR code on it from your passenger locator form. Then I got a paper boarding pass when I checked in. Other people, when you got to the actual boarding gate, they were doing the passport check and they were asking for your boarding card and also your passenger locator form. So again, it was people getting stressed with their phones and where is it and what have I done with it kind of thing. For me, this feels really bad for perhaps people who don't have a smartphone or don't feel comfortable with the technology, because it's a bloody steep learning curve. And if there's any way that you can print it out before you go, you can get one of these by phoning up, is it 101, the NHS number? Or you can use your NHS app to get it emailed to you and printed off. The passenger locator form's the same kind of thing. You know, you fill it out, you put in the reference from your 2-day test into it, and then they'll email it you, print it out. It just saves a lot of hassle at the boarding gate and a lot less stress. After that, by the time that I got to the UK, came into Gatwick, there was no one there. It was late Saturday night, and all that you were doing was just putting your passport into the machine, scanned it, and that was it. There was nobody was checking any of this. You know, I think what happens is that they've pushed all that admin onto the airline, and so the airline are doing this check there. What I did see was a few people getting a little bit shirty with some of the airline staff at check-in because they didn't have their passenger locator form and they didn't have their confirmation of vaccination for whatever reason. You know, there was one lady who said that she'd had both her vaccinations, but it had never been updated on the NHS app, and my heart goes out to her because I can imagine that does happen. She'd filled out the passenger locator form incorrectly because, according to the record, she hadn't been double vaccinated, blah, blah, blah kind of thing. Anyway, someone somewhere is still making a shitload of money for charging 20 quid for these, when if they cost £1, I'd be amazed. Anyway, happy travels, folks. See you soon. Bye.